1. Poem 1. What a Bird Thought. When the bird is not born, it is just an egg. The bird inside the egg thinks it is its house. It is very small and it is made up of pale blue shell. So the bird says, I lived first in a little house and lived there very well. The world to me was small and round and made of pale blue shell. Then the egg breaks and a small bird is born. Now it is in a nest. It thinks, this is a new house and this is a bigger house. It is made up of straws and it is covered by its mother. So the bird says, I lived next in a little nest, nor needed any other. I thought the world was made of straw and covered by my mother. Then after some days, the bird grows and then it tries to flutter from the nest. And in his first try, he comes out of the nest and just rests on the branch of the tree. There it can see that everywhere there are only leaves. And then it thinks, oh, how blind I was. This is a better world and it is made up of so beautiful leaves. I have never thought of this thing. One day I fluttered from the nest to see what I could find. I said, the world is made of leaves. I have been very blind. And after some days, when it becomes fully developed, he tries to fly beyond the tree. And that time he can see the world beyond the leaves. Oh, and first time he can see the blue sky. And that time the bird gets puzzled. He tells, oh, the world is so different and what I was thinking about. That means, what is the exact nature of the world? I really cannot tell. And the bird asks you, can you tell? How is the real world? At last I flew beyond the tree and saw the sky so blue. Now, how the world is really made, I cannot tell. Can you? पाठ 4. ही पिसे कोणाची. ही बघा मीनू. ही आहे तुमच्यासारखी एक छोटीशी मुलगी. मीनूचं घर शेतात होतं. खेळता खेळता एकदा मीनू घरापासून जरा लांब आली. तिला बाजूला 2 पिसं पडलेली दिसली. पिसं तिला खूप आवडली म्हणून तिनं ती पिसं उचलली. तिथून घरी परत येताना वाटेत तिला दिसली एक कोंबडी. मीनूला वाटलं पिसं नक्कीच कोंबडीची असणार. ती म्हणाली, कोंबडीताई, ही पिसं तुझी आहेत का? कोंबडीनी पिसांकडे निरखून बघितलं आणि म्हणाली, नाही ग बाई, ही माझी पिसं नाही. मग कोंबडी जाऊन बसली खुराड्यात. मग विचार करत करत मीनू एका झाडाजवळ आली. तिला झाडावर पांढऱ्या करड्या रंगाचं कबूतर दिसलं. ती म्हणाली, कबूतर दादा, ही पिसं तुझी आहेत का? नाही ग बाई, ही पिसं माझी नाहीत. अरे चा. मग मीनू पुढे निघाली. समोरून आपला पिसारा सावरत मोर येत होता. त्याची ऐटदार चाल आणि रंगीबेरंगी लांब सडक पिसारा किती सुंदर दिसत होता. त्या लक्षात आलं ही हातातली पिसं काही मोराची नाहीत, पण तरी तिनं त्याला विचारलं. मोराने पिसं बघितली आणि म्हणाला, ही तर बदकाची आहेत. मीनू म्हणाली, बदक कुठं भेटेल मला? मग मोराने बदकाचा पत्ता सांगितला. मीनू पळतच नदीकडे गेली. नदी किनारी दाट झाडी होती. तिनं बदकाला हाक मारली. बदक झाडीतून बाहेर आलं. मीनू म्हणाली, तुझी ही पिसं मला सापडली म्हणून मी तुला शोधत आले. ही घे तुझी पिसं. बदकाला मीनूचं खूप कौतुक वाटलं. मीनू, तू माझी पिसं देण्यासाठी इतक्या लांब आलीस, पण आता ही पिसं तुझ्याजवळच ठेव. एकदा माझ्या अंगावरून पिसं गळून पडली की ती पुन्हा मला जोडता येत नाहीत माझ्या अंगाला. तू ती तुझ्याजवळच सांभाळून ठेव. मीनूला खूप आनंद झाला. तिनं बदकानं दिलेली पिसं आपल्या वहीत सांभाळून ठेवली. पाठ 14वां, मैं सड़क हूं. ये है सड़क की आत्मकथा. ऐसा समझो कि सड़क खुद बोल रही है और अपने बारे में कुछ बता रही है. तो हम सुनेंगे कि सड़क क्या कहती है. मैं सड़क हूं, सब मुझ पर चलते हैं. आदमी, रिक्शा, बस, साइकिल, सभी मुझ पर इधर से उधर आते जाते हैं. मैं घर और विद्यालय के बीच सेतु हूं. लोग मेरे किनारे मकान बना लेते हैं. सामान बेचने वाले भी मेरे दोनों ओर दुकानें लगाते हैं. चौराहे पर पुलिस का सिपाही वर्दी पहने खड़ा होता है. रास्ता बदलने के लिए कई बार लोगों को मुड़ना पड़ता है, लेकिन मैं तो सीधी सादी ही हूं. मेरा आरंभिक स्वरूप कच्चा था. उस पर बैलगाड़ी, टांगा, ऊंट गाड़ी जैसे वाहन चलते थे. फिर कोल तार डालकर पक्की सड़कें बनने लगी. नई तकनीक में मुझे सीमेंट से बनाने लगे हैं. अपना यह नया रूप बहुत अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन दुख उस समय होता है जब लोग पान खाते हैं और बिना सोचे समझे जहां जी में आया मुझ पर थूक देते हैं. जगह जगह मुझे खोदकर गड्ढे बना देते हैं. इसमें मेरे शरीर पर बहुत से घाव हो जाते हैं. गड्ढों के कारण अनेक दुर्घटनाएं होती है. मैं सदा साफ सुथरी रहना चाहती हूँ. मैं जहाँ जाती हूँ वह परिसर विकसित हो जाता है. मैं चाहती हूँ कि पूरे देश में खुशहाली लाऊं. विश्वास है कि एक दिन मेरी इच्छा निश्चित पूरी होगी और लोग सुधर जाएंगे. Part 1. Lesson 1. Roman numerals. Dear students, look at this clock. What is the time? It's 2 o'clock. Very good. Now look at this clock. What's the time? Can't tell, isn't it? Yes. You can't tell because you can't see the regular numbers there. Here you can see some different designs. These are not designs, these are Roman numerals. So children, You have learned to write numbers using the 10 digits 0 to 9. In that system, the value of a digit depends upon its place in the number. This system of writing numbers is called the decimal system. In Europe, in the old times, Roman capital letters were used to write numbers and they were called Roman numerals. In this method, there was no symbol for 0. Also, the value of a symbol did not change with its place. Using certain rules, let us see how to write 1 to 20. And the symbols used are I, V, X. Rule 1. If either of the symbols I or X is written consecutively 2 or 3 times, their sum total is the number they make. For example, I is equal to 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. XX is equal to 10 plus 10 is equal to 20. Second rule. The symbols I or X can be repeated consecutively for a maximum of 3 times. And the numeral V is never repeated consecutively. Rule 3. When either I or V is written on the right of the symbol of a bigger number, its value is added to the value of the bigger number. For example, Xi is equal to 10 plus 1 is 11. Vii is equal to 5 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. Rule 4. When I is written on the left of V or X, then its value is subtracted from the value of V or X. For example, IV is equal to 5 minus 1 is equal to 4 and Ix is equal to 10 minus 1 is equal to 9. However, the symbol I is not written more than once before V or X. And therefore 8 is not written as IIX. Thus, to write the numbers from 1 to 20 in Roman numerals, we first distribute a given number into groups of 10, 5 and 1, that is X, V and I. Thus, 12 is equal to 10 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to XII and 18 is equal to 10 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to XVIII. Now we'll solve some problems. Write the following numbers using international numerals. V is 5, VII 7, X 10, XIII 13. Next, write the numbers using Roman numerals. 9, IX, 2, II, 17, XVII, 4, IV, 11, XI. Lesson 3. Life on Earth. Dear students, you must be wondering, how did the earth on which we live come to be? When did that happen? Wait. On the basis of scientific research, it is now believed that around 4.5 billion years ago, an enormous cloud of very hot gases and dust spinning at a great speed, was formed in space. Its circular motion and great speed caused it to divide into several portions, thus creating the Sun and the planets which revolve around the Sun. The names of these planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Among these planets, the Earth is the only planet where life is known to exist. After the formation of the Earth, it took about 80 crore years for its surface to cool down, and then only water bodies formed on it. It is believed that various kinds of unicellular organisms appeared in water. They are known as protozoa. Gradually, multicellular, that means having many cells, living things develop from these unicellular ones. The protozoa are so tiny that they cannot be seen with the naked eyes, and we have to use a microscope to see them. The living world on the earth consists of plants and animals. Here we shall take into account the animal world. So first, these are the main characteristics of animals. First, animals breathe. 2. Animals move in order to get food or for other purposes. 3. Animals of some species lay eggs and their young ones are born out of eggs, while animals of some other species give birth to their young ones.